Hello guys, welcome back. In today's video, I will be teaching you the compilation steps in C programming. Have you ever wondered how your lines of code gets converted into a executable form? So there are compilation steps which happens in the background when you compile and run the program. There are 4 compilation steps happening in the background, and the first step is pre-processing. That is, for instance, let me take the name of your program as add.c. So when you compile the program, the first stage that your program gets into is pre-processing. So what happens in this pre-processing stage is all the header files gets appended to your program. That is, for example, when you compile the code of 10 lines, when you write a code for addition of two numbers which consists of 10 lines hardly, when you compile this code, you will find a dialog box saying 500 lines of code compiled successfully. Where did that extra lines come from? So they are the lines which are appended to your program of the source code. The header files which starts with hash, that is hash include stdio.h or hash include conio.h or macros, have the prescribed character hash. When the compiler sees this hash, it automatically appends the source code associated with that header file into your programming. So that ends the pre-processing stage, and the second stage is compiling. So what happens in this compiling stage is your pre-processed code gets converted into the assembly code specific to that architecture of the processor. And the third stage is assembly. So what this assembler does is convert the assembly code which has been compiled into the machine code, that is the object code. The output from the assembly stage consists the instructions that has to be run by the target processor. And the final stage is linking, the very important stage. So the object code which has been generated in the previous stage, that is assembling, is composed of machine codes that the processor understands, but some pieces of the program are out of order or missing. That is, you would have written the function somewhere and the function definition somewhere. So to produce an executable program, the existing pieces have to be rearranged and the missing ones have to be filled in. This process is called as linking. So the main work of linker is it will arrange the pieces of object code so that the function in some pieces can successfully call functions in other piece. And finally, the output would be an executable form which you will be able to see.